Hi, I'm Bob Floden. I'm the Dean of the College of Education at Michigan State University. And I wanted to talk to you about some of the work that we're doing as an example of the things that we're doing to build, to work towards building the skills of Michigan students in areas that will be important for the jobs of tomorrow. Now, I find there we go. Yes. So, you may have seen on one of the slides there's a bubble slide. The biggest bubble, by a factor of 4 probably, was IT and computer science. It's a very important area of job growth, and job growth with significant salaries. The information technologies among the career fields with the greatest need in the United States and in Michigan. This has not been lost on the people developing the standards for K-12 students in mathematics, science, in particular. Among the standards in the Michigan standards for science teaching, computational thinking is included. And when we're thinking about what students need to learn and the basic skills they need to move towards these careers, it isn't just coding. It isn't just learning a particular language like beginning Python in high school. It's learning to understand how computational thinking works, which involves looking at a problem, breaking it into parts, figuring out how you can make those parts routines, putting the routines back together, then checking the routines to see if the solution that you have is generating the results that you would like. There are national and international pushes to get computer science for all. This is for students preparing for technical careers, also for students preparing for college, and for students from all walks of life. Code.org is a national conglomeration of a variety of different organizations that have come together to push for computer science for all. The National Science Foundation, since 2008, started an effort to have computer science taught in 10,000 schools by 10,000 well-qualified teachers by 2016. Not sure whether they made it to that goal or not. And exams, international exams we have like PISA, include things where computational thinking, things to do with basic ideas around computer science are an important part. So kids need to learn computational thinking. They need to get to learn more about the things related to computer science. So who's going to teach these kids? In K-12, there are introductory courses in computer science. There are also AP courses. There's been an AP-AB course in computer science. They just started something called Computer Science Principles, which is a more general course about computers and computational thinking. In the secondary level, the people who have been teaching computer science courses in the last few years have been either people prepared as mathematics teachers or people prepared as business teachers. So a lot of the work in career and technical has been related to things related to computers, and earlier on to things related to other business practices. There have not been a lot of teachers prepared to be the computer science teacher in a high school. Michigan, in an effort to get more people able to teach computer sciences at secondary school, has decided to eliminate the certification requirements for teaching computer science. I don't personally think this is a good idea, but it's an approach to allow more people who don't have training, particularly in computer science, to teach in high school. Computer science principles can be taught in elementary school, starting in early elementary school, and there are things that students can begin to learn. And with the ubiquity of tablets and other devices in schools, they get already interactions, and you probably have kids or family members where the 2-year-old will be going like this, they look at a book and they think, just go like this, and the pages will turn. But there are probably very few people who will ever be computer science specialists in elementary school. Right, I'm behind. So this is a graph to show you the growth in the student interest in high school in computer science classes. This goes back to
It's a little hard to read. Back to 2009 up to 2017, this is the national growth. The Michigan growth in enrollment in AP Computer Sciences has been growing in the same way. And the big bump at the end is because they introduced this second AP course, not AP for Computer Science, which is focused on people probably preparing to do an undergraduate degree in engineering, to include the AP Principles course, which is much broader. So there's a large need for teachers of computer science. So how are we going to get these teachers of computer science? To meet the demand, we're going to need to train new teachers in the teaching of computer science, people being specifically prepared to teach computer science, computational thinking at elementary and middle school, computer science courses in high school, the AP courses. But that's going to be a slow process of getting people into schools. To move more quickly to getting kids the understanding they need for computer science and computational thinking, we also need to create in-service opportunities for the existing cohort of teachers so that the teachers who've been teaching mathematics or science or business can have the opportunity to learn what they need to know in order to teach computer science in secondary school, and for elementary school to have professional development workshops that will help teachers learn to use the curricular opportunities that are out there to introduce computer science concepts to students in elementary school. In terms of preparing teachers, at Michigan State, we're working both on the pre-service side and on the in-service side. And it's also important, since this is a new area, preparing people to teach computer science, to be doing the research on the work that's being done to teach the teachers to teach computer science, so we can do that more efficiently and effectively. So one of the challenges for teachers teaching computer science is illustrated in this quote, which I'll read. The teacher says, "I think in general anything that's new to me that I don't have a lot of experience with is challenging to teach, because now I'm not only trying to understand it myself, but I'm trying to distill it in a way to help students understand it better." So this is the situation for almost all of the elementary teachers who are now trying to introduce ideas from computer science into their curriculum, and for many of the high school teachers, even if they were a math teacher or a business teacher, they weren't particularly teaching ideas from computer science, data structures, recursion, algorithmic thinking, and so on. Let me give you a couple of examples of things going on at Michigan State, and we don't, by no means would we have the capacity to meet all of the demand in Michigan, but these are examples of the things that the Marshall Plan might provide some support for, so that we can rapidly improve the instruction in computer science and computational thinking in Michigan. So we have one program for pre-service teachers, particularly for our elementary teachers, all of whom will be asked to do this. And we're also doing a professional development. We have a graduate certificate in K-12 computer science education for existing teachers in Michigan. So here is one of these. This is the CT for EDU is our pre-service program. This has been funded by the National Science Foundation to take a course that many of our prospective elementary teachers take, and it has been an ed tech course. It's now going to be a course that isn't just about how to use technology to teach, but for the teachers to learn how to teach about technology, in particular computer science, and also a professional development program, also funded by the National Science Foundation, to be implemented in Southeast Michigan starting this fall. So here you can't read the small print here, but in this circle there you can see that we're for in our professional development, we're helping teachers learn the computer science content knowledge that they will need to have in order to teach this to kids. We're giving them opportunities to reflect. That's the lower left bar there. And we're also teaching these experienced teachers already out in the classroom, methods of teaching computer science. We're doing this for elementary teachers now in Southeast Michigan. And our pre-service program, also supported by the National Science Foundation, is helping the teachers that we're putting out at Michigan State, of whom we're very proud, giving them an understanding of the curriculum you can use to teach computational thinking, computer science, and giving them an understanding of some of these principles that they themselves did not learn when they were going through school, but they're now going to teach to their students. Michigan State is positioning itself as a national leader, and the state of Michigan is moving forward as a national leader in computer science education. This coming fall, the CS, that's Computer Science for All Summit. This is a national organization trying to promote computer science for all students. Will be held in Detroit in October 8th to 11th. So we're delighted that we're going to be able to host the summit for CS for All this year. Thank you very much. There's my email address at the bottom, and Aman Yadav, for whom who is our leader in this area, his email address is there at the bottom as well. Thank you very much.